I'm back at home, and I had the surgery a little over a week ago, a week and a couple days, and I'm doing really, really good. It's it's been a very difficult and grueling week. um, it's a hard transition. I'm not going to lie about that, but not anything I didn't expect, and physically, I couldn't really hope for anything more. Everything is healing really, really good. Um, I had to go back to USC on Thursday afternoon because one of my incisions looked slightly infected, not really anything to worry about, but my surgeon just thought it better to take a look and everybody would feel better. And drove down there, saw him for a couple minutes, and everything looked good. I didn't even need any antibiotics for it. It was just sort of a reaction to the glue, kind of used the super glue to close up the incisions. And sent me on my way. So I'm so impressed with USC and how just available the doctor is, the staff. So it's one of the reasons I picked the hospital. I called the doctor about this incision thing, and 10 minutes later he called me back, and he just said, just come on down, page me when you're here. I did. Saw him within, a half an hour. And it's just been like that the whole time. Everybody there is so available, and really, really, really impressed and happy about that. Everybody asks me what it feels like and what it's been like. And the thing I've been saying, and this really feels true, it feels like, bringing home a baby for the first time, except you're the baby. And every little symptom and every little, abnormality that seems to pop up, or something's not quite right or kosher, you're just questioning everything and you're worrying about everything and you're tired. And so you're tired and worried but excited too. And it feels just so much like having a new baby. But weird experience to be the baby. Even eating baby foods. That's the other thing I've been asked a lot, like, what am I eating? And right now I'm in what's called a stage 2 diet, and baby food, cream of wheat and Gerber peaches and protein drinks and kind of like formula. And that's about it. So 300 to 500 calories a day, and the changes internally I can totally sense, and it's been really, really a trip to sort of get used to new feelings inside, not having really a stomach and feeling that whole presence kind of be absent. And it's still there, just not functioning, and getting used to sort of a new way of digesting everything. So I have to eat very, very slowly. A serving for me is like a quarter cup, and I do feel weak, and I do feel shaky, and kind of spun a little bit, dizzy sometimes, but I just try to breathe through it. And I think it was interesting. I was telling Scott this the other day, that I prayed a lot to have grace, through this experience. And I prayed every day to have grace. I asked for grace, and I just try to deal with it with as much grace as I can. And I didn't even realize till a couple of days after I got outside of the hospital, but the nurse that I had the whole time I was there, her name was Grace. I love that.
How do you feel about the support you're getting for you and your family?
Oh my gosh, I have been so blown away and touched by all the support that's been sent my way. It's just, it's an incredible gift to feel this loved by people. I have, a phenomenal circle of family and friends, and I'm so, so blessed in that area, and all of the well wishes cards and phone calls and text messages and voicemails and Facebook messages, and I'm blown away by how many people are rooting for me, and feel so thankful, because it makes a huge difference. I know some people go through experience like this in isolation, and my heart goes out to them because it's hard. And there are moments where I feel like scared and hoping I've done the right thing, and I don't stay in that place long, because I have a phone call from somebody, or I have a card from somebody, or I have a conversation with somebody, and immediately just feel right back on track again. And without that, it would be so much harder. And so my heart goes out to people who don't have the benefit of all the love and support coming their way. People have just been bringing by food for my boys, because I'm not being able to cook for them right now, and taking care of them, which really takes care of me too, and doing shopping and just sending their love and giving me their prayers, and it's an unparalleled experience.
When you went to USC on Thursday, you ran into some people.
Oh my gosh. When I was going in for surgery Wednesday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, there's a surgical admitting area. So you see everybody who's having surgery that day, or first half of the day, getting admitted. And, everybody's nervous, and so you're not really connecting or chatting or anything like that with other people. You're sort of connecting with your group of people and just really trying to focus for the job that you have ahead. But you do notice people there, and there was one couple in particular I noticed. This big guy, and tall, long ponytail. I assume he's probably a biker, and really pretty wife, long blonde hair, also tattooed. They're probably about, 10 or, 12 years or so older than I am. And I just kind of smiled at them that morning. Then that evening after surgery, I was up and walking around in the hospital and trying to just walk as much as I could. And I saw that woman walking toward the ICU department with tears all over her face. And my heart just broke for her, And I was worried about them, but I didn't talk to her. I didn't really feel like it was appropriate to approach her. So then here I am, a little over a week later in the surgeon's office, just having him check out that incision, and out he comes with his wife. And he looked at me and he flashed me this huge smile, and came over, called me darling, and said he was so glad to see me, that he noticed me the morning of surgery, and he said, "That's a woman I'd like to talk to." And so apparently what had happened is he didn't come out of anesthesia so easily. It took him many hours, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, which landed him in ICU for a while, and that's why she was really nervous and scared. But he's doing great now. They live up near the Mojave Desert, and he had come back just to have some bruising checked out, and he was good. He said they don't have any support up there, and he asked me for my phone number. And, it just, this experience crosses culture and class and race, and just instantly make me feel like this guy's a brother, and I just so enjoyed talking to him. I had 9 incisions, he had 12, so he had a really, that means a more complicated surgery. And the guy was so clearly choosing life. He looked like probably did his fair share of drinking and drugs in his lifetime, and I hand it to him. It's a decision to choose life, to do this, and it's not easy. And so I had a lot of respect for him, and really loved connecting with him and seeing that he was okay.